Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how can you create this image, the same image using Dockerfile. So now the question is, what is Dockerfile? What is Dockerfile? So guys, it's just a file. Okay, it's just a file. Okay, what it contains lines of instructions which shall be done for each layer. Yes, I repeat, I said it shall be done for each layer. That means each line of a Docker file is one line. Yes, one layer, sorry, one layer. Each line of a Docker file is one layer. So now the question is, my manager asked me, Rajesh, can you please create one image which has Ubuntu as a base and then Apache, Git, Java and Apache should be installed, and these are the things I did manually. So now same thing I am going to do in the Docker file. So again, please understand that Docker file is a file contains lines of instruction which shall be done for each layer. Each line of the Docker file is one layer. Again, I will little bit complicate things in a next demo. So right now what I want is, what is your base image? From that you want the container. Is I'm writing a file, Docker file, okay, Ubuntu. So here, what is this? This is the instruction. This is the variable values to this question. What from which image, from which base image you want the container? So I want to create a container from the Ubuntu. From Ubuntu. Simple. So you got the container here. Now inside this container, what you want? So I want to run what? I want to run what? That is a question. And guys, I want to run this one. Okay, so see, same thing I'm doing this one. So guys, who are you? Maintainer. What is your name? Rajesh Kumar. What is your email address? You can write whatever you like. Okay, there's no specification as such. XYZ. So here I want the container from Ubuntu. Inside that meta information, author information is this one, and inside that one container I want to write update this one. What do you want next? Let me read it. I'm just going up so you remember this, all this stuff. I want to install Git. Okay, I want to install Git. So run git -y. What do you want? You want to run Apache also. Apache 2. Also, what else you want? You want to install Git also, right? JDK also, right? Java also. So now I am doing it. Run Java -y. See here, I said very clearly, please read this. This is the content of the Docker file. Contains what? Lines of instruction which shall be done for each layer. So that means each layer, each line is, I said, each line of the Docker file is one layer. Remember, when I commit during the container way, I created one layer, but here I am creating multiple layer. One layer, two layer, three layer, four layer, five layer. I am creating five layers altogether. Do you want to create one layer? No problem. You can create like this. All this you can do like this. Okay, you can do like that also. Okay, you can do like that also. So you can save number of lines. So same thing I did everything in one layer, but right now I want to do it separately. So here I'm updating, here I'm installing the git. It's a one layer. Now this is another layer, this is another layer. Now guys, did you understand this Docker file? It's so easy, so easy, so easy. Guys, did you understand this? Yeah. So guys, I am going to look at my screen, please. It's very important session for all of you. Now, duplicate session, CentOS, sudo -s. Here. Okay. Now I'll go to the some empty directory. Here, I'll create one directory, mkdir doc. Go inside the doc. It should be empty directory, guys. Just make sure that. Don't start writing command directly on the root directory. Okay. So here, vi file name docker file. This is the file. You can keep the file name anything, but it's a good practice to keep the file name docker file because that's a default detected. This is the content which I put it up. And here, how many lines you 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what to do now? So guys, the command is docker build with what image name tag. This is Raju, and where is the context file, context location dot. That's all. Automatically docker file will be detected in the directory and then start building. Let's check it out. Look at this. See here, step 1, 2, 3. Third step is being done right now. And guys, there is a failure here. I don't know why is this failure. See here, this is the wrong thing. Third step, there is a failure. Run not found. So run actually is not there. It should be instruction. So this is I have to modify. This is a copy paste mistake. So third step is being done. See, fourth step is being done. This is you can do through the CI. So you write a Docker file. Remember this, while installing the Java or Apache, I got this option. You have to select. So when I give this option, it will not be CI, it will not be automated. It's a manual. But anyways, this is not accepted. It will fail that build. So I given this, it will got stuck. After some time, it will fail it. So how do we do that? Those options. So you have to pass those parameters in the application itself to avoid those. These are the installer behavior. So what we do, look at this here. If you know that things here, what they are doing, they are saying take the input from the front end and the read line and then configure the TJ data. I have a workaround for this to avoid that because I got stuck after a few seconds, it will fail. So what I have to do, I have to configure this TJ data and disable the front end. The question is, how can I do that? Here, these are the things, how can I do that? So for that, I need something which is, let me do it for you. Tutorials, Docker, those parameters I don't remember usually. Docker file, here I have those parameters. I will add it. So here. So if I add these parameters, okay, this, if I add this parameter, okay, this one. So here what I'm saying, setting the environment Debian front end non-interactive, then update, and then install the TJ data. And here I don't need update anymore. Here I don't need and logical and also. Now after that it will not be done. So this is the complete code right now. By the way, let me tell you, those layers which has been created already will not be recreated again, because that will be created from the that will be taken from the cache. That's the beauty about the Docker. Many features we have in the Docker file, but right now not confusing with the too many things, but stick to my plan. So here, done, and look at this, few things got taken from the cache, and this is happening. Fifth, now it's happening, and sixth is it happening, and then eighth, seventh is happening now. Eighth is happening. And see, no manual operation. You can write a Docker file, run as part of the CI process, and you are done with it. You don't have to stretch for this. Everything will be automatically done. So we'll complicate this. Guys, I got this image done. See here, Raju. This was the failed image. You have to clean it off. This is the Raju. Size is 601 MB. And then it has everything. You know the command, rest of the command you know very well. History and inspect. Here I'm doing history. Look at this. Till here it's Ubuntu. Till here it's Ubuntu. Look at this. Match this here. Maintainer, maintainer. Environment, environment. Update, update. TJ's data, TJ's data. Get, get. Apache and JDK, Apache, JDK. Each layer is having also size. You can see that. So guys, did you understand that? How to create an image using Docker file? What is a Docker file? Is just a file, contains what? Lines of instruction which shall be done for each layer. Each line of the Docker file is equal to one layer. Are you clear with this concept now?
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay. Now guys, most important line which I'm going to tell you now. You know one thing? This is a most important line I am going to write, and that is a layer, a layer or line changes is been done in the container of previous. Please understand that a layer or line changes is done in the container of previous line container. I don't know whether you get it or not. Let me try to figure it out. Is it a right statement? A layer or line, this one, changes being done. This changes will be done in the container of previous line container. That means this, what I'm trying to say here is this changes will be done in the container of this. Mind it. This changes will be done in the container of this. These changes will be done in the container of this. These changes will be done in the container of this. So this is the things. Now let's prove it. Let's prove it. So here, guys, look at my screen here. Run touch. I'll just do this Linux command. Touch. Okay. opt raju 1 raju 2 .txt. Okay. And one layer, two layer, raju 2 see here, one layer, two layer, three layer, four layer. I said very clearly this layer will be done in the container of this layer will be done in the container of this layer will be done in the container of this, and this layer will be done in container of this. Each layer will be committed from the diff. So that means this is the same rule which I am creating on more image using that. So guys, look at my screen here. Look at my screen here. Here, what I'm trying to now, because I have a Docker file, I cannot write a same name. I cannot use the same name. It's what I'm going to do. Doc2 and put it up here. Save it. Now you know the command very well by now. Docker build. Because the file is name is different than Docker file, so you have to use -f doc2, okay, and dot. So if the file name is different, you have to use this command, okay. And you see here. Now let's understand this. Very simple. This is the output. Let's discuss. So guys, look at this here. From this is the container, okay. This is the layer, okay. This is the layer of last Ubuntu. Let me show you if you're not sure about it. Let me show you here. See here. This is Ubuntu D70. Okay. So this is the layer of Ubuntu. From this, what happened? This layer got created. Okay. Just ignore this one right now. What has happened? Here the cache has been taken. So just forget about it. Cache, if it is not taken, then I could have talked about it, but no problem. This is the layer ID, which is the result of this changes. Okay. So now let me understand that. Let's understand this. So from this layer, think about it. From this layer, there is one container got created, which is here. In this container, the changes were made here, and in this changes were made here. This container got committed with the layer. See here. And then finally the container which was created got deleted. See that. Now let's follow this suit. From this layer, container got created here. This container, the changes has happened here. This container got committed to this layer, and then finally this container got deleted. Again, look at the same thing. From this layer, this container got created here. From this container, these changes were made. From this container, this layer got created, and then this container got deleted. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? Guys? Guys? Okay. So now let's prove this.
Rajesh, is that the right layer? I mean, like the thin right layer that you are talking about?
What is that?
The intermediate layer that you are talking about here, is that the right layer?
Intermediate layer, intermediate containers actually.
Okay.
Okay. Now, guys, look at this. Let's verify. No, here images. Okay, which image? Raju, right? What was Raju or something else? I forgot that actually. I forgot. Raju. So history, Raju. See here. Look at this. FAE9. Match this. Which was the Raju? 36. 36. It's not matching. Oh, sorry. It's a doc.
Dot to you.
Yeah, my mistake.
Rajesh, the name we have not given. It uses by default none. If you see the images, the latest
Okay,
one.
no problem. I will have to run this. See, this is a bad mistake. No problem. I'll get it. So see here. Look at this. Let me. Now this has been taken from the cache, but let's match this doc2. See here. 36, 36. B1, B1. 47, 47. B3, B3. Now I'll show you one more thing here. Go to the var live docker and search. Remember that logic. Look at this. Each layer will have only one file, raju2.txt. So let me search the regular expression inside this. Find dot name and raju2 star. See here. This is the raju222, 2 and 22. So each layer has the only one file. Each layer has those diff file only. Guys, did you understand that now? Did you understand this now? Guys, are you there? Okay,
yeah.
Great. So now guys, this is the things. Now what I will do, I will little bit do the changes. So guys, this image I will do the changes, little bit of it. Okay, what you want to do? So guys, I want to do something different. So these are the things I'm doing anyways, but you know, I want to do something different. Let's say I want to set inside a container, there is one environment I want to set. Which environment? So I want to set Java home. What should be the Java home? It's a fake location I'm setting up. It's a Java. Whether the file is there or not, I don't care right now. I want to set it. Okay. I want to copy some files. So copy index.html into where? OPT location in the container. This will be from the host machine and inside this container. Okay, so guys, index.html should be there, right? So let me create it. Index.html here in the host machine. cd touch index.html. Okay, so done. So I want to set the environment. You want to do the copy operation. Okay, you want to set the volume. Remember volume. You want to set what? So you want to set volume, and then where you want to mount it. I want to mount in the TMP Ramu Kaka. Okay, so this volume, this automatically will create a volume and mount inside a container at this location. Okay, so guys, you can set the volume, you can copy the files using this, you can copy the files and directories also, you can set the environments, you can install, run any commands actually here, and you can also set many things. It's very simple though. Okay, now can I create this image? Let me just do that. So here guys, look at my screen. vi doc 3.3 and here many things will be used from the cache, no problem. Docker build -t doc3 -f doc right, doc3 and dot. Okay, so enter. Guys, you saw it's so fast. How come? Because most of the layers were already created. These were created. So it's wasting your time actually. See here. You got these images. The image's name is I forgot again. Doc3. Okay, so look at this here. Docker images doc3. See here, this is the images. Now, can I test this doc3 images and I have my desired one or not? So now you do that. You know that command very well. I'm going to test my Docker image. Docker run -itt. See here, this is the container, which is this one from the doc image. Can we validate one by one? First thing, do you have git or not? So docker exec this container git. Wonderful, I got this git here in the container. Do you have Apache 2 or not? Which? Apache 2. Wonderful, I got this inside a container. Remember, do you have a Java or not? Java. Wonderful, I got Java. See, Java is not there in the host machine, but is there in the container. See, it hardly takes seconds to get everything done. And do you have environment variable env set or not? No problem. Env is a Linux command which I want to run it. And do you have that? You see here, Debian frontend and Java home. These are the one variable and second variable. Do you have a index.html in the OPT or not? Let's check it out. ls opt. Wonderful, I got this file also. Just imagine, this file is your package applications. It can be hundreds of files of your applications which you can want to copy inside it, set some variables, set some run some commands or whatever it is. And then do you have a volumes or not? tmp ramu kaka. Let me check this. Tell me, is it difficult? Docker file, is it difficult? Everyone? Hello? Hello? Okay, so guys, now I am going to give you one URL which has a multiple Docker file. In this Docker file, I am not teaching you one thing which I am holding for tomorrow, and that is CMD. So see here, this is one Docker file, one Docker file, one Docker file, one Docker file, one Docker file. Okay. How to run it, you know that. Or those commands I have already taught you from last 2 days. How to build image, you know that. I'm not going to teach you. But I want you to build these 5 images plus 6 images, 7 images, 8 images, and try it out and see the behavior and try to understand that all the behavior. Now, I have not taught you CMD, the one which is the use of this. This is the most important question which I'm holding it for time being. Okay, so now what I want as part of this session, as part of this lab, I would like you all to create 8 images, run those images, understand the behaviors, and ask yourself why this is doing that one. Try to understand yourself without answering any other questions. Okay,
please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.